Vauxhall, Vauxhall, Vauxhall. What have you done there? Well, not a lot, but looks of it. Like many people, I've had a Vauxhall for many years now. We've had got as a favours, Astras, and look, they're not exactly the most reliable of cars. There's always something potentially going wrong every, you know, suspension, brakes, but that's normal routine. So I was on Facebook the other day, and I went on one of the websites for just looking at cars, see what's available out there, that obviously costing. And I see this message. Hmm, there appears to be a recall. So I went onto the government website and I saw this. That's right. There's been a recall according to the government website. So what did I do? I contacted my local dealer that repaired my cars before, and the response was unexpectedly honest, shall we say. So the first thing they said was that there is a recall, but Vauxhall don't know how to fix it or what they're going to do to fix it. Which then made me think, well, how do they know it's going to be a recall then if they don't know what they're going to do to fix it? If that makes sense. Which I sort of asked her, she went, I don't know. She says, but you need to contact this number. So she gave me a number to ring. So I phoned the number up. It was Vauxhall. So I spoke to somebody at Vauxhall, explained the situation, and they said, "All right." And then, I mean, I must have been on the phone for about 10 minutes to them while they were checking certain things or doing whatever they needed to do. And they came back to me and basically said, "All right, you need to ring this other number." Great. So I thought, right, okay, so phone this other number, which was a special recall number, for recalls for vehicles. So I rang them up. And the first time I spoke to this lady, who, to be honest, she sounded like she was either cooking tea or doing something, or she'd been smoking something because she sounded, like, shall we say, non-contos mentis kind of thing. She sounded a bit like she was out of it. She really did. Um, so when I spoke to her and I gave her my registration number, I said that there's been a recall of my car. She said, I'll have a look for you. And she basically said, oh, there's nothing showing in our system. I said, fine. So, but I've been on the current website and I've been spoke to Vauxhall who've confirmed there's a recall. So what do I need to do? So she went, well, according to our system, I can't find anything, which was really helpful. Not. So she went, just bear me a second, I'll have a look for you. Next minute, I got cut off. She cut me off. So by this point, I was a little bit annoyed because, like I said, I spoke to the Vauxhall dealer, then spoke to Vauxhall themselves, and then trying to phone this one, they phoned me up. They cut me off. So I phoned back up. Spoke to this guy, very helpful, very polite, and I just gave him the registration number. He says, it's not showing on our system. I said, I know. I said, I've explained that before. I said, but I went, there's definitely a recall because I've been on our government website, spoke to Vauxhall, and at both times I'd said that obviously one thing is because I'd not had a letter of a advising the recall. It was only by chance that somebody put something on one of the Facebook groups of a Astra Twin Tops, saying that it looks like that most of the Astra Model H's, the Astra H model, like that was my old car behind me, old Astra Twin Top, um, that they've been recalled. So he then says, okay, well, I can't find it on our system. He said it's not showing up. There's been a recall. He says, have you got any, can you give me the vehicle registration number, the VIN number? Not registration number, the VIN number. Or the vehicle identification number, I think it stands for. So we got that for him, told him that one. It was, you might be aware or not, but it's basically about so many letters and about 15 digits or whatever. So he went, thank you for that. He went, yes, there is an outstanding recall. And I'm like, when the word that come to mind, no, Sherlock, you know. So I thought they've been telling this for ages. Our government websites pretty much each said it on there, yeah. And even the dealers have said there's a recall, but yeah. So he says, right, okay, what will happen now then is that you'll get a phone call from somebody to book it in. He went, now there's either one or two scenarios. He says, one, they'll do it while you're waiting. All right. Um, he says, you're like, well, I'll do it while you're waiting, or they'll basically take the car, and if you're going to need it for more than 2, 3, or 4 weeks, you get a courtesy car. And I'm thinking, well, this is all well and good, but they still haven't said or advised how they're actually going to fix the problem. And just to make you aware what it is, it's also like something to do with the airbags. Basically, it's the airbag in the car. It's not dangerous apparently, but they've issued a recall, but they don't know what they're going to do to repair it or how to fix it, which doesn't inspire me a lot of confidence. You know what I mean? It's like I suppose like buying a cooker and they're saying you're allowed to use it, but we need to put a recall on it because potentially there's something that's going to go wrong with it. Okay. So he says you'll get a phone call probably Monday because obviously they're closed now. I said, that's fine, no problem at all. I said, but can you ask them to ring me at dinner time because obviously between 12 and 1 because I'm working during the day and I can't take phone calls like that during the day if I'm in, especially if I'm in the middle of a phone call anyway. He says, yep, no problem at all. He says, somebody should ring you Monday. The word should being the operative word, should. Did I get a phone call? What do you think? It's now 20 to 7 at night on the Monday. No phone call. So, in the usual sort of Vauxhall fashion, they don't really seem to know what they're doing. Have have you had on this problem as well? With the Vauxhall cars? Have you had an issue with the recalls? Have you had experienced anything with the dealers or anything like that? I mean, it's not the dealer's fault. You can't blame the dealers for this because at the end of the day, it's a recall issued by Vauxhall themselves that don't know what they're going to do. Hopeless. So if you like this video, please give the thumbs up or just one. Give it a like, well, like a full like. Consider subscribing to the videos, and see what you think about this one. Would you like me to do some more videos based upon sort of this? Would you like to see what happens further down the line? Obviously, I'll probably keep you updated as well. But obviously, check out my other videos that I've done before, fixing various things for Astra twin tops, other cars as well, but also emulation bits and bobs as well. So thanks very much for watching. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Bye bye.